Each Sunday, we like to take a deeper look at what's going on in our state legislature. On Your Side's Don Nelson sat down with Jasper LeCousey to talk about road funding for this weekend's look inside the Statehouse.
As we do every week, we are joined by Jasper LeCousey from the College of Idaho in Caldwell. And what did Benjamin Franklin say about death and taxes? The inevitable, right?
They're both inevitable.
Well, but we're going to talk about actually taxes and the relationship to roads. But before we get to that, lawmakers are still there.
Yeah,
Why?
They're still there because they were supposed to be done. They wanted to be done, on Friday, and instead, though, they didn't get everything done. They remind me somewhat of my students or something. Not quite done yet. So, but they did get the big part. Is education's basically done, the funding and the teacher. But there's two things still left that they want to deal with. One is roads. Our roads are in bad shape. How are you going to do a $260-some million deficit? And also, they want to do something with taxes. So what the leadership has done, at least in the House, is kind of rolled it all in together. Let's try to get everything done together. So there's really three moving parts to this. One is let's deal with the income tax first. Lower the rate for the highest earners.
Okay.
Actually raise the rate a little bit for the middle.
Okay.
And as a way, this is supposed to, this will bring jobs in. Because people who are owning businesses and stuff will have more money
to hire more
people. That's what they say.
Okay.
Next piece of this is the grocery tax. Now we pay sales tax on our groceries, and most states you don't. But we have this convoluted system now. You go to the store, Don. You buy your groceries. You pay your sales tax, and then when you do your income taxes, you get a credit back. So it's like I gave it to them then, and then I get it back later. So the idea is we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of both the sales tax on the groceries, but then you lose the credit also. So if you look at that, some people get $90, the poor get $100 in the credit, and the elderly gets $120. So that's about anywhere from $125 to about $165 a month. If you spend that much on groceries, then it covers it.
Okay.
So, and that's per person. So it's kind of a wash.
Okay, but they feel they'll get more of it back in the long.
Well, the way in the short term, actually, they're going to get it back, because you lose the credit for this year for your income taxes, but the sales tax doesn't come off until October. Okay. So, the last part of this, and this is the only part that comes with the roads, is 7 cent a gallon increase on our gas tax. Gas tax now is 25%, so you're talking about 28%. I mean, it's 25 cents, so now you're talking about 28% increase. I was looking at this. Average Americans buys about 440 gallons a year, maybe 37 gallons a month. I got it to about 30. It's an extra $30 or so a year. But that's, in Idaho, might be a little bit more. So you're probably talking about $30 to $40 more you're going to have to pay in gas taxes, and use that for the roads. One other piece of that right now, some of the gas tax goes to pay for the state police. What they want to do is have all of that go to the roads instead. The problem with that is, well, how do you pay for the state police?
Right.
That's got to come out of the general funds. That's possibly hurting.
So all of this is set to be taken care of first thing Monday morning?
Well, the important thing is, since it's about tax, it has to start in the Statehouse. That's in the Constitution. Okay. So what they're doing is the leaders of the House, what I'm saying is, let's get something out there. Let's put everything in it. Let's get it done. Let's send it over to the Senate. Okay. So now we can start negotiating with the Senate, because they really can't do anything until they get something passed through the House. So that's what now is. Let's throw a whole bunch of stuff together, and now we start trying to negotiate. The problem is, hey, you're late already. Right. And so, I mean, I think some of this should have been, they should have been working on this more later. So the question is, do they get done next week? There's a couple issues with next week. Well, they want to be done before Easter, but then next Friday's Good Friday.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and wait, you know what next Wednesday is? They don't want to have adjourn then either. It's April 1st. April 1st. It looks bad if the state legislature adjourn on April Fool's Day.
So we'll have more to talk about next week?
At least one more week.
At least one more week. We are out of time. I'm glad we both received the same memo.
And last week with Michelle,
she matched too? We'll see, we're right on the same page. All right, back to you.